Hello everyone, I am Pablo de Jesus Alvarez Vasquez. I was born in Chiapas. Currently, I live in Tuxtla Gutiérrez. I study System Engineer in Tecnológico Nacional de México, Campus Tuxtla Gutiérrez. My favorite hobby is watching movies and listening to music. I am 23 years old. Welcome to my podcast. When we say artificial intelligence, we have to distinguish what artificial intelligence is narrow, and that will be, for example, a programmer can't play chess impossible but doesn't know. Because it can't open a door, it can't turn off your study, for example, but it plays chess incredibly well. There is no general artificial intelligence. General artificial intelligence will be a type of programmer that could do many things generally very well, not just play chess, because alternatives of artificial intelligence today is narrow. That is, they do a much better thing. But strong artificial intelligence, there is another distinction in what a person with a mind who can speak, think, and feel. We all have intuition that each person when they something or when they think something there is a very low voice, very low. And we all have that voice Socrates attributed had wisdom to truly listen to the voice. Because the way I which I identify myself the most with that voice will be when you meet some that maybe he hasn't done anything wrong, but something doesn't add up, and you know how to do it. For me, it's a hunch. It know there are things that the person gives you maybe in a consistent way that you catch it inconsistently, and they generate a noise, and you don't even know how to verbalize. However, intuition can be developed if you compare intuition from a child or the intuition for an adult. Well, they are different. On the other hand, it should be noted we call that it's also a matter of survival because there is no way to think and calculate everything clearly. So they automatically jump to conclusion. As something happened in the past, you have a bias to happen again in the future, and it is a problem of induction. It is a matter of logic inductive. Logic inductive are approximation, but deductive logic is the one that was developed in Greece. It was the first, and that was the one that it was developed with Aristotle. What is clear is where all make inference based on partial information. No one has complete information of anything. Example, I should go to a soccer match tomorrow. What will be all the information to do that not to do that is you, partial. Moving on, the intuition in the programming use and specifically the chess use, for example, where you have to calculate what move to make intuition after at least you classify decision as a tree generated by different branch, and structured chess has so many possible signals that it is currently impossible even for a computer to analyze all the move. So the intuition is that feeling of which branches the purpose, that is with there are matching, that analyzing many movers that are not so coupled, like the great master is analysis whose analysis much less movement right now the computational layer of computation is so big that it no longer exists even though it has a very efficient algorithm. The computer capacity that exists it is too great, but for a long time there were machines that calculate thousands of models, and a great teacher calculate hundreds of models, and the great teacher with babes intuition knew which branches to follow. It what artificial intelligence discovered the most that it is clear that is generate ways of learning that make the ways in which humans learn become a toy. That is, and it scares you because it's as if you say it's okay, but we're going to protect ourselves in certain way. There are divided opinions that the above mentioned is not possible because that fear is based on desire. There is no action but a desire already an action that is done conclusively. That is, that it is done truly has to start from a kind of desire for a desire, and that is the joke they say in the initial intelligence. Let's just talk about the consciences. The truth is that being conscious means a certain number of things. We haven't finished understanding the word consciousness. What exactly is consciousness? The state of consciousness, there is a distinction that helps from philosopher called Ned Block, who distinguished from access consciousness to phenomenological consciousness. So access consciousness is, for example, I am aware that I am here in my house speaking in my podcast. I have access to the mental state, which is the mental state of existing here and speaking in my podcast that is access to the mental state. Phenomenological consciousness fears of all the word phenomenology in the act or rather the feeling that you have when you are in a mental state. When you are angry, there is a phenomenology of anger. It is the way to use in contemporaneous is the verbalization of the experience. That is, on personal level, how does it feel to be in the state of mind? But not all mental states have phenomenology. For example, anger, sadness. I did have phenomenology, but for example, I can to be in a state of mind of saying Paris is the capital of France, but you don't feel anything. That is a state of me of the idea that is Paris is the capital of France, but has no phenomenology, does not have feeling of something as such. So no all state means have phenomenology. So phenomenology consciousness is what is feel like to be alive. When you are alive, there is a flow of consciousness. You are existing in a day you make up and you know that happened backwards how the morning was, how the evening was, how the night you fell asleep was that is this phenomenologic consensus that is a distinction that comes from the 20th century. Leave a like if you like the podcast, and we hear each other in the next episode. See you next time. Bye.